not only the history of the Parliament of Uganda, but also to our people as a country. I'm also happy to have my colleagues, and we had to take a choice whether to wait on our colleagues, but due to the circumstances that this matter has to be handled here and now, we are here launching our motion for a resolution of Parliament to remove Honorable Solomon Sirwanyi, Honorable Esther Afoyo-Chan, Honorable Matthias Mpuuga, and Honorable Prosi Mbabazi Akampulira from the office of the Commissioner of Parliament. And the circumstances are well known. We are moving this under Section 5 of the Administration of Parliament Act, CAP 257, and Rule 110 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament and the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. If you may allow me to briefly go through the brief. Whereas on Tuesday, 13th July 2021, Honorable Akampulira Prosi, District Woman Representative, Rwanda District, Honorable Sirwanyi Solomon, Member of Parliament for Bukoli County Central, Bugiri District, Honorable Afoyo-Chan Esther, District Woman Representative, Zombo District, and Honorable Francis Zake, then Member of Parliament for Mitiana Municipality, where in accordance with Section 2 of the Administration of Parliament Act, CAP 257, and Rule 11 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament, were approved by the House as members of the Parliamentary Commission. Honorable Akampulira Prosi, Honorable Sirwanyi, Honorable Afoyo-Chan, and Zaki were in accordance with Section 2.2 of the Administration of Parliament Act and Rule 11 of the Rule of Procedure of Parliament, were to serve a term of 2.5 years.
Yes.
And after which, as you are aware, it is when Honorable Matthias Mpuuga was also nominated by his party to serve as a commissioner. Aware that Section 5 of the Administration of Parliament Act and Rule 110 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament empowers Parliament to remove from office of Commissioner a member of the Commission other than the Speaker, the lead of government business, lead of opposition, or the Minister of Finance before the expiry of their term prescribed in Section 2, bracket 2C, of the Administration of Parliament Act and Rule 11A of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament for incompetence, misconduct, insanity, or inability to perform the functions of his or her office arising from infirmity of body or mind. But for our purpose and motion, we are concentrating on misconduct. Noting that Rule 85 of the Code of Conduct prescribes in the Appendix F of the Rules of Procedure guide members of Parliament, including members of Parliamentary Commission, on the discharge of their obligations to the House, their constituents, and the public at large, and directs all members of Parliament to conduct themselves in a manner that maintains the strength and dignity, public trust, and confidence in the integrity of Parliament. Concerned that the conduct of the honorable members mentioned has fallen below the standard expected of a member of Parliament and the Commissioner as prescribed in Rule 85 of the Code of Conduct, prescribed in Appendix F of the Rules of Procedure, when the aforementioned members, 1, in contravention of paragraph 3A, F, 4, 5, and 7 of the Appendix F of the Rules of Procedure, attended and participated in a meeting of the Parliamentary Commission held on the 6th of May 2022, at which the payment of 400 million Uganda shillings and 500 million to Honorable Mathias Mpuuga as a service award to each of the above-mentioned members of the Commission was considered and approved by the Commission. B. Participated in the deliberations of the Parliamentary Commission during the meeting mentioned, of which payment of the same amount were given to all of them as service award, which it was considered and approved by the Commission in contravention of the prohibition against making a decision when a leader has pecuniary interest in a matter as prescribed in section 12A of the Leadership Code Act 2002, thereby failing in their duty to uphold the laws of Uganda as required in paragraph 2(1) of the Appendix F of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament. Created, that is another ground, created a service award which is unknown. Okay. Created a service award which is unknown to law and in law, thereby failing in their duty to uphold the laws of Uganda as required in the various paragraphs. This is totally unknown, and as you are aware, this very parliament, in the 10th parliament, had thoroughly investigated the so-called service award by the leaders of this house, by members of parliament. Now, how come that now it was being put back? The golden handshake. And by that time it was a golden handshake. You remember the oil debates. But here now they brought it back, which we find very alien and unknown in law. Now, further, they withheld information from members of parliament relating to the decisions taken by Parliamentary Commission in relation to the payment of the 400 million shillings to the members and 500 to Honorable Mpuuga as leader of opposition, and the payment of a monthly allowance of 23 million shillings to each parliamentary commissioner, contrary to the duty imposed on members of parliamentary commission under paragraph 3D and E and appendix F of the Rules of Procedure. We say they were never presented to Parliament. Yes. It was kept a secret. It was not known. It was their own deal, and we say this cannot be left unchallenged. Recognizing that the conduct of Honorable Kampuria Prosi, Honorable Sirwani Solomon, and Honorable Afro Chan, and Honorable Mathias Mpuuga as members of the Parliamentary Commission affronts the dignity of Parliament, it denigrated public trust and confidence in the institution of Parliament, and has brought the House and its members into serious disrepute, thereby breaching the Code of Conduct of Members of Parliament as enumerated in the provisions of Parliament. The conduct of these members amount to misconduct and misbehavior, thereby making the aforementioned members liable to be removed from the office of the Commission of Parliament, yes, in accordance with the Rules of Procedure of Parliament and the Constitution and the Administration of Parliament Act. Cognizant that the removal of those aforementioned members of Parliament will restore the dignity of Parliament, maintain and strengthen the public trust and confidence in the integrity of Parliament. Parliament should be the last institution for the public to lose trust. Yes. Now, therefore, be it resolved in our motion by Parliament that in accordance to the rules the honourable members mentioned, Honourable Kampulira Prosi, Honourable Sirwanyi Solomon, Honourable Foyochani Prosi, and Honourable Matthias Mpuuga be removed as members of Parliament from the office of the Commissioner for their misbehavior and misconduct. And that is the motion we want to introduce before you. It is competently drafted. We are ready to take the step forward. But suffice it to add that this is the time. The room where we seated here is a committee room where the Public Accounts Committee examines the books of account, interfaces with the accounting officers, and it is here that accounting officers are being sent to the CID in this very room, the Conference Hall A. How come that we members of Parliament, whose mandate is the oversight function and the representative function, how can we sit by and allow this to go on unchallenged? So here and now, we stand and we call upon all members of Parliament.
Yes.
I know members of Parliament were sent on recess, but this is the cause for the country. Duty demands that members of Parliament must come back, cannot keep hiding. We are not interested in other officers, but the commissioners are ours. We must set the example. We must say no to the misconduct, to the diversion of public funds for personal aggrandizement. We must say no. And this is the time. This is the time. And with the motion, I now take the first step. We shall follow all the due process for us to sign our censure motion. And I hope members, commissioners, it is their time now. They can opt to step down. They can resign before the motion catches up with them.
Yes.
If they delay, they are being caught up. And I can assure you, as day follows night, we are not going to fail because the rules are clear. We need only 177 signatures to launch our motion. And we need a half of members. It is too simple. But we call upon members of Parliament to examine our conscience and see how will the 11th Parliament be noted.
Yes.
How will the 11th Parliament go down the history
yes.
of the annals of the Parliament of Uganda?
Yes.
This is only the 11th Parliament. And I'm sure members of Parliament must take the opportunity. Let's have, for these ones, the commissioners are ours.
Yes.
We backbenchers, these are ours.
Yes.
And once their performance goes below expectations, we don't have any hesitation but to recall them. And it's now more than ever before that action is taken. And I do that and I signify that by appending my name and signature on this form, which must be signed by members. And we call upon members to find time to have love for the country. Short of this, the country is going to the dogs. You people are going to lose the country. We are losing the country. Because if it starts from Parliament, the watchdog, the buttress of accountability and transparency, if we fail here at Parliament, then the country is as good as gone. Is good as gone, I'm telling you. So members, wherever you are, find time to come and stand to be counted for God and my country.
You can say something.
Yes.
You want to say something? And then
yeah. Members, the time you've given us. As you all know, my name is Leonie Odria, MP Aringa South, Yumbe District, West Nile. The time is now. Parliament is the highest institution in this country. We are not, I repeat, we are not going to promote acts of corruption in this Parliament of Uganda. Commissioners, our representatives in the commission, the four are Foyochan, Solomon, Mpuuga, and Serwani. We advise them to resign. Up to today, they have refused to step aside. We are now taking action to impeach them. I call upon my colleagues, members of the 11th Parliament, to join us in this fight against corruption. Let them find time. I'm going to be the first person to second this motion. Together with my colleagues here, I thank you.
You want to reverse to say something? Okay. Thank you.
I'm a member of Parliament for Kasanda North. I really feel bad every time I see Kareding as commissioners of Parliament when there is darkness around themselves. You cannot appropriate yourselves 500 million. You cannot appropriate yourself 23 million every month for your own benefit. And you do not do nothing about the people you're supposed to represent. The members of Parliament have told you the service award was immoral. It was not right. It was against the law. Mr. Matthias Mpuuga, NUP told you this is immoral, but you continue masquerading as a commissioner when the party that appointed you told you this is immoral. I am so happy. Now we are going to move together. Yes. Previously it has been a matter of NUP. Now it is going to be a matter of all members.
We're here, NRM. I'm here.
NRM, UPC, independents, everyone, all of us, to show you we are not happy because we expected you to do the honorable thing of resigning. Then we would have said that these people are honorables, but you refused to resign.
Yes.
So now we are mobilizing all members of Parliament.
Yes.
Whoever loves this country, yes, whoever loves this Parliament, please append your signature. We push them out because they feel they can't leave those positions because of the benefits they created there. Mr. Mpuuga, for failing to remove those, I think he looks at the 23 million, he looks at the 500 million and say, I can't leave this place. So let us push them, let them go, and we put people there who can know that even commissioners of Parliament, they are not there for self-aggrandizement, but they are there to represent us, the members of Parliament, but are also the people of Uganda. We cannot claim that we are fighting corruption as Parliament of Uganda when corruption starts here in this house.
How?
And we do nothing about it. Thank you. You have saved us. In our areas, they have been attacking us that we were all bought because we are saying nothing. But here we are now. Members of the Fourth Arm, the only institution that can save other institutions in the country is the Parliament of Uganda. And all our efforts must be geared towards saving and putting the image of this institution ahead of others. You look at our new chambers they are building, they are all stuck. Now, we appointed the commissioners, they are supposed to push for the construction of the new chambers, but they are there enjoying themselves with money. I want to request you, go back to your cameras and open Sewungu's statements on the floor. On several occasions, I was asking the speaker to give us an in-house and we talk about commissioners. And she was promising doing nothing. Because these people became gluttons. They're enjoying food and money the way they want. Sechikubo, God will take you to heaven. Yes. Because here we are, any member of parliament, and you are a member of parliament. Because this matter is bipartisan, we want the commissioners out of office. Then we shall follow the money as well.
Yes.
Those are the two things. After leaving office, we shall follow the money. And we have all facts. Some people think we have been quiet for some time, they thought we are stupid. We know what takes place. We have been here at parliament. We know what was happening with the commissioners, what was taking place through the budget and how money is appropriated. One time we refunded the money, you remember, during COVID. I took back money after buying maize flour. They said that money was evil, the 20 million. Now, for you sit,
We returned it.
we returned it after buying the maize flour in our constituencies. And these members are hiding. They have free vehicles, they have policemen, they have fuel, and they are not promoting interests of backbenchers, but they are promoting interests of their stomachs. We shall use the Blessed Virgin Mary, we shall look for Saint Peter, we shall look for Jesus Christ, and these people will be out of office, come what may. Come what may. And we are going to move sequentially. We are now moving on. The first step has come. We are signing. And a member of parliament hiding away from removing commissioners. I want to put this on record. We called some of the ministers in charge. I did call one of the ministers of finance to tell me, he said he was not in attendance. Had he been there, he wouldn't have allowed that money to go. He wouldn't. These are facts we have. But you pray, we shall give you every information you want. So, let me stand up and have my pen. I sign, because my signing with the standing posture means that I'm moving to all members to sign until these people are out of office. Because there are times everybody is abusing. I have been in the bank today when I was at Kubo. Today, I was in the bank. I'm a member of parliament. The staff in the bank, I said, Honorable, can you go? And I heard voices, people who are seated in line say, now he's going to pick their 500. I said, you people, I never got this money. I have got money. Can I open my account and you see what is there? No, because they are taking me on the counter before others. That kind of humiliation is too much.
We can't.
So let me sign.
Yes. No, they can't survive this.
So, when I was at school, thank you for having a lot of sense.
Your name and
My name, my name is Sewungu Joseph Gonzaga, a member of Parliament, Karun County West, and a member who has been here from the 9th Parliament. And I've always fought corruption. I will not allow it. Thank you. Yes.
I want to thank the Honorable Sechikubo for championing this cause. It is our duty and responsibility as members of Parliament to restore trust and confidence of the public in the integrity of Parliament. As members of Parliament, we all took an oath to protect and defend the Constitution, but also, most importantly, to ensure that whatever we do is in the best interest of the public. It would be wrong for me to sit and keep quiet when a whole center, health center 3, is allocated to one individual. The Ministry of Health, using the UPDF brigade, was building health center 3s, upgrading health center 2s to health center 3s at a cost of 500 million shillings. I have communities in my district that don't have health center 3s. We cannot afford to sit back, and the taxpayers are busy struggling to ensure they pay taxes, and the taxes from our voters are misappropriated. I cannot sit as a member of the Public Accounts Committee that sits to hold accounting officers accountable, and then when it comes to the institution of parliament, we keep quiet. That would be wrong. I want to call upon all members of parliament. This document will be placed at a table at the front. We shall find somebody to sit there. So I want to call upon every member of parliament who took an oath to protect and defend the Constitution and the oath of allegiance to this country, to serve this country, to be counted by appending their signature. I also want to call upon the voters to cross-check whether your members of parliament have appended their signatures.
That is the point.
We shall be publishing this list. And please see those members of parliament who are not here to serve you as voters.
Yes.
May God bless you all.
Sign. Ona wangu Lee extend here. So
Which one doing? But this needs to be here like I'm talking. Thank you, members of the Fourth Estate. I'm sure we all agree that our country must be governed based on rule of law. I got here late, but when briefed by the movers of the motion, I've been told it is in relation to irregular allocation of resources. Before I make my comments, I wanted the mover and the seconder of the motion to address us on one thing.
Not us.
Because it's very important. It's going to help the MPs make a decision on whether to be part of this process or not. That question relates to the provisions of Section 6 of Administration of Parliament Act. If you read Section 6, subsection F, it says the functions of the Commission shall be to cause to be prepared each financial year estimates of revenue and expenditure for Parliament for the next financial year. G says to make recommendations to Parliament or with approval of Parliament, determining allowances payable and privileges available to Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and members of Parliament. So when these people sat on 6 May 2022, did they make those decisions? If they made those decisions, did they bring them to Parliament for approval? And were they passed as part of the budget? That is what we must be able to interrogate. If Parliament did not pass that as part of the budget and there was any irregular payment, it means we have a strong case that these people acted in their own interest, which is against the leadership code. So as I will go to sign this document, I want the movers of this motion to clarify that. was this award passed as part of that process in the budget?
When was the date?
Because 6 May, I believe, is when we're still within the financial year when the budget is not approved. We have up to 30th of May to approve the budget. So when they sat and resolved, because to sit is within their mandate, to sit and agree on estimates of revenue of Parliament is within their mandate according to the Administration of Parliament Act. But when they sat, did their decision get approved by Parliament? If Parliament passed that in the budget, then we may have to hold everybody collectively responsible. Yes, please clarify that.
Immediately, it was after the budget. It was after the 13th January.
So I want to thank you.
Yeah, it's a fundamental question. Yeah, please, okay. Look at the date.
I want to thank you, honorable members who are here. Fortunately, we are all members of Parliament. Has never been anywhere near that members of Parliament approved a service award. And to put you on the same page, this very Parliament investigated the so-called service award before. And fortunately, we are all members of Parliament here. The Hansard is there. Nothing like that happened.
True.
Not only those members who sat down, but also the entire commission. And you know the commission, there is the leader of government business, who is the Prime Minister. There is the Minister of Finance, he is also a commissioner, and these other commissioners. Now it was even amended to include even the Deputy Speaker. And a vigilant MP, the Honorable Lee, I know, would have been the first one to know about this. He sits in that Parliament at passing of the bill, of the appropriation bill, every time very diligently. And in any case, he has access to the Hansards of this House, even if he had failed to attend at that point. But lastly, the immorality of it, the misconduct of it, where has it been provided for? And I can tell you, with all the due diligence and the research we have done, it is on all fours. And this is how we stand. And if you had approved, there would be no issue. But we are saying any underhand methods shall not be tolerated and accommodated. And this is why in our motion we said they concealed this vital information from members of Parliament. And once they chose to conceal and avoid to address it to Parliament members, that's where we say, come, you must be answerable. Move yourself. Resign in time. Lest we are coming for you.
Yes.
Resign in time.
Yes.
Lest we are coming for you. And that's where we rest our case.
Do some Uganda and we move. Because we cannot have a member who is...
No.
No, we can't ask, we cannot have issues of... no. I know what you did. We did very funny report of education.
Yeah. Political career.
We are all leaders.
Lee, but you are in Parliament.
Lee, this is a press conference.
But have you been
This is a press conference.
Let us have
Move out. We didn't invite you. No, you've been compromised. You've been compromised, Lee.
No.
We don't need you here.
Let us go to the Uganda way. Olwaleero tuguddewo tusazeewo olwaleero okulaga nti nno ekimala kimala, kubanga wano wetutudde ye conference hall ey'akakiiko aka Public Accounts Committee. Muno abakozi ba gavumenti bonna, ba permanent secretary, ba minister abakwata ensimbi z'omusolo we tubakunyiza. Kati tekisoboka kubanga ate ffe tukunya abalala, ate ffe abaffe bennyini ne tubanga tubazingidde munda. mudiba tebagala tubyogereko n'ekyo olwaleero tutandise process ey'okujjamu obwesige ababaka baffe ba commissioner ba parliament Honorable Afoyochan Esther, Honorable Akampulira Prosi, Honorable Solomon Sirwanyi ne Honorable Matthias Mpuuga. Ensonga kwe tuvudde kwe kwokuba nga ennaku z'omwezi 13 ogw'omusanvu 2021 ababaka bano basalawo okwekwata mu ngalo ne beewa ekyojja mu miro ababaka milioni 4 Solomon Akampulira Afoyochan ate n'omukulu Mpuuga ye milioni 5 nga leader opposition. Ebigambo bijja kwogerwa bingi kubanga baali bakalondebwa, tegereza, baali bakalondebwa nga ba commissioners already ne beyozayoza nti amwe bali kuweereza kubanga ne boyogera service award ebaawo ng'omaze n'omulimu guggusa naye wano batandikirawo mangu ne beewa ssente kyetulowooza nti no kino kikontana n'essemateeka w'eggwanga, kikontana n'etteeka erifuga parliament administration, kikwata ne ku rules of procedure zaffe za parliament. Kati ababaka bano n'etteeka lyennyini erikwata ku bakulembeze leadership code nalyo likwata butereevu ku mubaka atuula mu lukiiko n'ateesa nga yeeteeseza essente zaanaaweebwa ssemateeka oba omutyobodde Parliament Administration Parliament Act oba ogityobodde Rules of Procedure oba ozityobodde. Era n'olwekyo nga tusaba ababaka baffe bano beekube mu kifuba balekulire kati kubanga process etandise. Ekyokubiri, tetuyinza kubanga yeffe tuyigganya abakenuzi ate ffe abaffe nga tusiisiitira mpisi kundi. Tetuyinza kuba nga yeffe tukulembedde omumuli eri eggwanga lyaffe ate ne tuba nga yeffe eggwanga tuliriddemu olukwe. Kyovudde olaba nga olwaleero luno ntwala omukisa guno okusiima n'okwebaza ababaka. Ababaka bano abatudde wano ani anayambika ekide ku luno ababaka bano bavuddeyo okwambika ekide eri obukenuzi. Mbeebaza ababaka ba parliament kubanga buli otulaga wonna bagamba mu ababaka mwabadde ki. Ababaka kitandikidde ku mmwe. Nsiimye nnyo ababaka ba parliament ono Sewungu mwe bali kujja kubalibwa tuli ababaka 529. Nsaba buli mbaka wa parliament yonna gy'oli oleme kwekwasa olukwesikwesi luno na luli ate kakati bano baziyisizaawa ate kakati batuula luddawa. Amazima nti nga parliament tutuziyisanga eye bottom line nga parliament tetuyisanga ssente ezo nga parliament tetuyisanga nti no buli commissioner yeweereze milioni 23 buli mwezi tetukiyisanga. Tetubagamba nga tibazitwale kubanga ate nabo bamala ate bafuna ensako ngaffe, bafuna akasiimo ngaffe, bafuna amafuta ngaffe ate balina bulungiko ng'ababaka banaababa babuwulira. Kale nkoowola buli mubaka wa parliament yenna olwaleero oyitibwa oyimiridde luddawa ku nsonga zino. Oli ku ludda lw'abantu oba oli ku ludda lw'abakenuzi? Oli mu kulya oba oli mperekeze y'abalya? Kakati buli mbaka wa parliament alina oyimiridde ku ludda ki tukubale. We need to stand to be counted. Olwaleero n'ebyafaayo nti bwe biriba biwandiikibwa nti parliament ye 11 ku nsonga y'obukenuzi yayimirira wa? Gwe ng'omubaka Ssekikubo akiikirira Lwemiyaga wayimirira wa ku nsonga eno? Nsanyuse nnyo nga ndi wano okumanya nti no bukyabulabanga lwa Mindi. We must stand to be counted. On which side of history did you stand? As a confuser? Ngabuzaabuza? Ngasiisiitira? Ngakubirira? Wayimirira wa ku nsonga eno? Nsaba n'abantu baffe ababaka mubajjukize bajje bunambiro bayimire ku nsonga eno kubanga ono ggwanga mujje. Tukubye eggwanga mujje, enduulu etandikidde mu palamenti, tusooke twegogolenga palamenti tulyoke tufune olukizi oluyimirira okubogera ebitongole bya gavumenti ebirala. Neeyanziza neeyanzike.
olunaku lwa leero ndi musanyufu nnyo olwa process eno etandikiddwako olw'enteekateeka eno. NUP bwe yasaba mukulu Mathias Mpuuga ow'ekitiibwa olw'obukenuzi buno arizayininge n'agaana. Kaakati abakomishona b'NRM balowooza ensonga za NUP. Kaakati olwaleero tuli wano olwaleero okukowoola ababaka bonna ab'ebibiina byonna nti bakomishona bonna, zino ensonga si za NUP, ensonga si ze bonna twakizudde nti beewa ekyoja mu miro, ate ne beewa ne ssente za buli mwezi $230,000 buli mwezi okwongeza ku ezo ze bafuna ng'ababaka ba paalamenti. Mwami Mathias Mpuuga ndooze bye byamulemesa n'agamba nze siva wano. Kaakati nno twagala okukowoola ababaka ba paalamenti nti abakulu bano tebalina kusigala nga bagenda n'okutukiikirira awantu wonna nti bakomishonazi baffe, kubanga buli we bafuluma eyo ekitiibwa kya paalamenti kiyiika, kubanga bo baayiika ng'abaki ng'abantu. Tubasaba ebintu bibiri, balizayininge nga NUP bwe yasaba, na wano kye tusaba bakulu mulizayininge. Bwe kiba kibalemye tujje wano tukunga buli mubaka wa paalamenti aveeyo, abakulu bano tubasindiikirize, tulonde ba commissioners oba tubeere ne ba commissioners abasobola okuweesa paalamenti eno ekitiibwa. Bino by'okutula commissioner wa paalamenti n'atuuka nga abantu bamusongamu emimwa, uyo yatwala $5, uyo yatwala $5. Ekitiibwa kya paalamenti kiyiika. Twetaaga okubeera n'aba commissioners ba paalamenti abalina integrity, abasobola okufa ku Uganda ne bannayuganda okusinga okufa ku mbuto zaabwe. Oyagala nyongereko?
Do you want in Lubara? Because they also watch the program.
Yes, and the UP is there. Kale. Akati waliwo nakazina kawa. Ekisooka njala kwebaza Honorable Ssekikubo. Wanga n'olunaku lwe yali mu paalamenti saalimu, naye ssebo onzadde mbadde ndi bubi. Abantu eri mu kyalo bagamba ffenna twalya, bannange siryanga najja mu paalamenti y'omwenda. Ensonga y'ekintu kino nnene. Ekisooka bannamawulire muddeyo mugyeyo likodi zaffe. Emirundi mingi mu paalamenti eno giweranga 3 nga nsaba speaker ne deputy speaker atuwe in house twogere ku bakomishona baffe. Nansuubiza kibayita in house nga tumugamba titukkirize abamawulire nga bamaze bafulumye tutuule nga ababaka twogere ku nsonga eziriwo, nga ebintu bino tulaba bigenda kuba bizibu nnyo. Update ogiraba. Esaala gye tusoma mu paalamenti buli lunaku, prayer ya paalamenti mugisome mugibikkule bannamawulire, etugamba okuba n'ebitiibwa n'ebirala. Twajja mu paalamenti ne batuwa ssente eri ewedde $200,000 mu COVID, ne bagamba nti baali batuguze nga zayita ku akawunti. Mukama Katonda nali obuwunga mbututte kalungu 2 nagazayo mu Bank of Uganda, buli mbaka nazaayo ssente. Tuze mu paalamenti abakomishona abo be balina okulaba ekizimbe ekyo nga kiwedde chambers. Kati tugenda abantu bagenda kuva mu paalamenti nga twalozeza ku chambers mpya. Buli bwe tuyita batuvuma. Nze lwaliro ngenze mu banka bambi staff wa banka bandabye MP mpaka wekalungu ne bansanyukira ne bangamba wona lebuyitawo abantu batudde ngenze okulaba nebagamba ngenda ku kawunti abankoleko abantu bagamba laba ajjayo $5 oyo kati ajjayo $5 ajjayo $4 ne bagamba kama bange yange yino n'akawunti mugirabe nzijayo obusente bwange bwe nfunayo bwe nzijayo. Ekitiibwa kyaffe kiweddewo. Tewali kitongole kigenda kutaasa ggwanga nga paalamenti ya Uganda kyekirabirira ebitongole ebirala byonna amasiga amalala. Kati enguzi bwe abanga eri wano okwekazaakaza tetuyinza kukkiriza. Buli mubaka wa parliament ekalungu tuli basatu, ndiyo ne Katabaazi onaliwo ne Minisita Aisha Sekindi. Ngenda genda buli lumbe buli mbaga wonna tubagambe bannaffe twasayininze dda bano bafulume, ate lumala okufuluma tusoke tubagyeyo tugende ku nsonga ya ssente kubanga olugendo luwanvu. Olumala okubagamba bafulume tudde ku nsonga yaki ya ssente kubanga esente ezantwadde zituzimbira chambers ezitukolaki bazikolaki bazikola. Bakamishona bateeseza ffe abantu abamu balowooza nti ebbanga lyetubadde tusirise tuli basiru tumanyi buli kimu. Ebbanga lye tuli wano tumanyi ekigenda mu maaso, tumanyi naye tulina ozimba otya ensonga ogitwala gyeraga kati yina etuuse. Beera mubaka wa parliament wano ogaana okusayininga motion yeno, era oba otya mubaka wa parliament nga tomanyi kigenda mu maaso mu parliament ku ssente zino, then mu parliament okolamu ki? Oba mu kifo kikyamu bw'oba oli mubaka wa parliament nga tomanyi nti ababaka beegabira ssente bakomishona mu bukyamu ng'olina okuddayo kubikula amateeka ate baakola batya, then ddayo gye wava oddemu olima ennanda oba okola ebyo wali okola. Eno ensonga si yakusaaga. Amalwaliro gaganye okutambula biki, abasajja beebuza. Bakomishona balina emmotoka mpya, bakomishona balina badriver basasulwa, si bwe kiri basebo. Bakomishona bafuna amafuta buli wiiki, badigida budigizi fe babaka bencha tetuguma buli kitukwatako nga tudduka tugenda wali mubayindi nga tuyiyayiya ddiiru ng'olwana ne constituency kuba bino nabyo mubimanyi si byakyama. Kati bwe mujja ne mwewa ssente nga temuyise mu bukiiko bwa parliament, mateeka ga parliament n'ozimanya kikyamu tetugenda kikkiriza. Era tugenda kukwata empapula tutandike okusayiningisa ababaka ate bajja kusayininga buli amu buli lunaku tugenda babulira abasayinize kubanga eno motion yaffe ate yanjawulo kwa amanyi yaffe tugekola ki tuteekawo lisiti ngawo nawe peri bagambye naffe netumuvinga basayininge. Kati tubuuze buli lunaku mujja kumanyanga update abaganye okusayininga. Kibakonkone gye babalondera, kibakonkone bakiwulire bajja kirozaako. Oba nange sekikuba ntaasiza newolalewo saala mbadde simanyi nti waliwo press conference olumbulise ennumbi ebulumbi ndeeta ensonga yabakomishona be basinga n'okwogera ku fulo, be basooka okukwata omuzindaalo babitiibwa bali kutookerebwa kuba
nga babaka okulaba nti erinnya lya parliament teryonooneka mu bantu, okulaba nti abantu babeera twalayira nga tukutese mateeka ne tulayira nti buli kye tukola kijja kuba ekintu ekizimba eggwanga. So tetusobola okutuula ne tulaba ng'abantu batuula okugabanya ssente okwewa ekintu ekimenya amateeka ne tusirika. Milioni 5 zizimba health center, tuyina amagombolola agatalina health center 3. Sinosanga commissioner ng'alidde health center namba tetugenda kutuula. Era nsaba babaka ba parliament bonna bawagire ekiteeso kino, bakomishona bano tubajjewo. Ekyokubiri, nsaba abalonzi mutunuulire mubuulire ababaka bammwe bw'aba mwabalonda bajje batekeko omukono, kubanga kino kye tukola kiyamba eggwanga. Tetusobola kulwanyisa enguzi awalala wonna ne tuleka parliament. Tetusobola kutuula wano mu bukiiko nga tulwanisa ba permanent secretary okubuuzawo obusente obutono ate nga ffe wano ne tusirika. So list tugenda gifulumya buli lunaku okumanya nti bani abataddeko mukono. Buli agenze mu constituency nkusaba okomewo oteekeko mukono. Mwebale nnyo.
Ate tulinawo abasookerwako nga bagenda okwesimba wala abasaba 72 nga baagalwa commissioner mu side ya Sekikubo. Kati abo 72 be basooka okusayininga baba baali babwagala nga balabadde ebizibu. Thank you very much. Mubuuze.
Ekibuuzo ekyo kirungi kubanga gamazima kituufu. Mirundi mingi tubadde tufuba ensonga eno tugikwatire kumpi, tugikwate mu ngeri y'ekintu kikulu. Nyabo speaker leka twekube mu ttooki kubanga ensi yatusomye edda twaweebuuse dda. Omanyi mwe mwatukola bubi mu parliament exhibitions zammwe, mwatuleka tuli bukunya, mwatwanjala nnyo ne tuba nga tuweddemu ensa yonna. Kati toyinza kwekweka bwoti omutwe wansi n'obanga atabiraba. Emirundi mingi twasaba ate speaker ate luno eryokanga netonya kubanga speaker yagamba nti anti hunne buti tulaba nti no tuli ministry of police statement leka twangweko mangu kubanga aliwo budget etalinda nedlaying kati tulaba nti tuli ku appropriation nawe papa lwaki mupapa ngenda bawo obudde tuteese tetugamba kale naffe tetwagala ku papa nitulinda tubadde tuli awo nti mumanyi nti budget eno ya mukisa nti evudde tugaddewo parliament ngisiibudde ekyomukisa omulungi kakati ensi yonna yafuuka global village. Record eya speaker sagala kujogerako kubanga ye mukama waffe naye nze ngenda kwogera ku speaker eyaffe ng'abaka ba parliament tubadde tugezaako okuleeta ensonga zino wadde nga mbalaba abamu mutusekerera naye ekisembe kiri bwe kiti motion eno tegenda kubeera mu kwagala kwa speaker. Rules of procedure zitulaga nti motion eno etambula etya kasita ffe tunamala okufuna emikono gyaffe 177 gyokka eyo ebeera motion. Kati oba ayagala oba teyagala ate mu bino tuli bakugu nnyo tumanye okumudoizinga obulungi parliament ne bwe babadde mu luwummula tujja gikomyawo kubanga speaker alina okugondera rules notice kasita omala okuweereza notice awo ennaku 14 ziddamu zibalibwa. Ennaku 14 bwe ziba ziwedde speaker talina chance yonna wabula okutuuza parliament kubanga twetaaga emikono 177 gyokka. Ababaka mbakoola twetaaga emikono 177 gyokka nga lukwajja mu parliament wali.
Bino si bya bibiina.
Tewaliwo okugamba nti nno wa NRM, tewaliwo okugamba nti nno wa independent, tewaliwo okugamba nti nno wa NUP, tewaliwo okugamba nti nno wa DP owa FDC. Fenna tuli baka ba parliament ate kino kikwata ku parliament kwegamba rules ziri mu luzungu okiyita self executing kubanga zikulagira kasita weze emikono egyetaagisa kimu kyakusatu ekyemikono. Ababaka ba parliament tuli ababaka 529 kasita tufunako emikono 177 giba gimaze nga parliament etuula. Ate mu kiteeso kyennyini tuba twetaaga ababaka kimu kyakubiri badde oludda luli bano badde eno abawagira obukenuzi mu ddeeri ababulwanyisa mu ddeeno nga twebala nga kalumukabala nammwe ne galubindi zammwe nga mututunulamu mulabe wewe tutuuse. Naye nze mbadde mu motions nyingi kuno kuyisa muka mu kisero kubanga tewali motion n'emu yali ekonye. Ate bw'obeera ne basiniya bano abatudde wano tuli bamalirivu nnyo. Honorable Audrey yatta omuntu ono gwolaba teetaaga kimusala mu maaso ate abatazze be tutambula nabo bangi. Kati ono omwana wa Maria tayinza kuyimirira mu nsonga n'egaana kyekimu ye embeera bwetudde. Bw'obeera n'omukyala akulembere wawopa mukama yakutuwa otusavinga eno nolwekyo kiba kirungi Honorable Nsamba webala okuvaayo mu paapu n'omanya nti ensonga ya Uganda ekutta akati ya bukenuzi noba ng'otuuse nkuyozayoza nkwebaza ate ne Honorable Lee webale for the input ne gonna amagezi Lee oyo muveeko oyo muzanyisa oyo empologoma namba ku Flora House oyo toyinza muzanyisa n'omalako nolwekyo we are ready to proceed era tumaze ekirevu kyawedde dda okumwa mbalabe ze mulaba kati mwebale nnyo mwebali eddala.
Thank you.
I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Yes. Bano ba commissioners tubadde begendereza nti kyayogedde ekigambo kituufu. Bano ba commissioners baffe ba backbencher. Honorable Mpuuga takyali lope. Kati bw'aba takyali aba akomyewo eno mu mikono gyaffe. Honorable Afoekyani ali mu mikono gyaffe. Honorable Sirwanyi oyo waffe Kibenyi waffe oyo. Kati abo ababaka bali mu ngalo zaffe bali baba action ya president ba minister ba president kubanga yasalawo naye kakati bano bali mu ngalo zaffe batuli mu ttaano ate kakati n'ababaka abalala bagala okudda mu bifo byabwe abanaabeera abantu balamu abanaakulembera obulungi palamenti n'ekitiibwa kyayo abanaalumirirwa munnayuganda yonna gy'ava bagenda kuddayo ate biki ate n'amateeka galagira emyaka 2.5 tubayozayoza weewaawo kati eggwanga ne palamenti etambudde ababadde basazizaamu nti palamenti ye11 twagiggalawo mukomeewo eri ekyalaba omuyaga gujja naye tukyalaba era tuli beetegefu okumalako obulungi mwebali nnyo mwebali eddala njagala tusayimbe copies 2 emu ya notice endala ate yaba members.
Okay. Give us.
I hope so.
Yeah, we have to sign it.
But once so that you need 177.
Yeah, but
We need 177, but for this, once you have 2, you never know the mafias.
Let's have 2.
But say,
You first leave Lee, he will sign.
what do you fear?
Immediately. Stand up.
Stand up members to receive to move away. Stand up. We start.
Yeah.
The journey has started.
The journey has started.
The journey has started.
All members of parliament.
All members of parliament must append.
Their signature.
You
Calling
must
for the
stand to be
voters to
counted.
remind their members of parliament to come and sign.
you're not seeing you. You're not seeing him.
This one is still interested in some
No, it's
details.
okay.
No, we are all on the
We
same
have to be on the
page.
same page.
Members must
Very
be.
fast.
Ah,